I have always believed in being honest and doing a good job at my work and being fair with everyone as I could. That's always been my creed in life. My name is Charles Maurice Schwartz. I was born June the 22nd, 1918 in Baltimore, Maryland. My mother was the first to, take me to church, and she was a very religious person, actually, and she taught me to be honest and be fair with people, and I suppose it just grew on me from there.
Okay, it's going to be...
It was when the desperation might set in that you ask for something. I know that's really what prayer is about, asking for something all the time. You want to help people, you want to do something for someone else you pray for. Someone that you know that needs help and things. But that's the way it went for me as a young boy. And trying to make a buck, I sold magazines. I had an Uncle Charlie Snyder, had a little shoe shop in the basement of his home, and I used to run errands for him, and he gave me a nickel to wash the front window in the store, and I did most anything for money. My father was of German descent. His folks came over from Germany, and they were tight-fisted people. So, I guess I've still got some of that in me. I know what a dollar is. Sure, I learned the hard way on it, in my opinion.
With carriage bolts to the frame. And then...
Basically, we believed that there was a God and he was helping people. And it worked out eventually that it came around. And I learned to trade, pipe fitting, and became successful with it. And when the war broke out, I went in the Navy. I volunteered. I never shot a gun, I never held a gun, but I did volunteer, and I went where they sent me, and I did what they told me to do, and I did the best I could with what I had learned, pipe fitting and welding and that sort of thing. They put me on a repair boat. It wasn't a real ship. It was more of a big working shop. We had welding, steel cutting stuff and all those things. And I stayed in Cuba for 2.5 years on that thing. That's at the time when the German U-boats were running up and down Chesapeake Bay and shooting at and shaking the convoys and that sort of thing. And I know that you're not supposed to question God, but I wondered why at times that he would let so much plunder and stuff go on, and death and suffering and everything. But I realized that you don't question God in the way he works. You ask for his help, and if he helps you with things, that's fine, and you believe in it. Well, Edna really has been a wonderful person in my life. She's been a big help to me. She's taught me more about family life and about the Bible. And I certainly have gone to church more steadily since meeting Edna. And it was two different lives that Edna and I lived as children being brought up. And she's taught me a hell of a lot about that.
You probably don't want to say that.
Yeah.
Hang on here.
You have to cut that one. I just value my being alive and seeing the world, as much of it as we have.
I noticed you didn't say you valued your son having a child.
How many times do I have to do to convince you? My advice